Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, September 23rd, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. Flagler County school board members walk out of their own meeting after the public becomes unruly. John Arking reports.
Tuesday's meeting of the Flagler County School Board began with members escorted in by a contingent of sheriff's deputies, a precaution taken after the August 17th meeting, which had become heated. Once again, there was hostility in the room, despite there being nothing on the agenda concerning masks, which brought out a terse exchange between Vice Chair Colleen Conklin and one member of the public.
And yeah, I'm looking at you two because it seems like you two are in favor of this. I think there may be either a mental deficiency or some type of
your time's up, sir. I'm sorry.
Or some type of like disconnect. But please
you,
look at the research.
Let
me just explain to you. My 90-year-old father lives with
Colleen,
me.
we do not engage.
Do we want to have a public argument right now, Ms. Conklin? Because we will have a public argument.
No.
Good men are ready to do some bad things right now.
Afterward, Conklin apologized for answering back.
I just want to take a moment and apologize for responding and breaking our own rules. So my apologies.
But perhaps it was the students themselves who put things in perspective, as this middle school student did when she took the podium.
I can't understand why we are so uptight about these masks mandates that we speak of. We are only doing it to help. I am a middle schooler and I walk past kids who don't have masks every day. Does anyone say anything to them? No. Are we judging them? No. As we have the right to walk around and be free, as everyone says. I think that we all have the freedom of speech. We all have the freedom to think what we want to think, and we all have the right to say what we want to say. So I shouldn't be scared to come up here and speak for myself as a kid. You guys are advocating for kids, so why not let the kids talk? You guys are letting us talk, and I appreciate that. But I shouldn't be scared to come up here and speak.
Despite the angry outbursts, the board had made very clear at its previous business meeting there would be no mask mandate in Flagler County schools this year. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arden.
A couple is arrested in Bunnell following a suspicious activity report. Amy Cherry has details.
Sheriff Rick Staley says his deputies were called to Blueberry Street Sunday.
Upon arrival and investigation on what they initially indicated was a stolen motorcycle, they found two individuals in possession of methamphetamine that were well known to the sheriff's office from prior arrests. While the vehicle turned out not to be stolen, they were arrested and taken to the Green Roof Inn for narcotic violations.
Tara Hayworth and Clyde Driggers of Ormond Beach were out on bond on trespassing and theft charges in Volusia County when they were arrested. Staley says this is a prime example of the importance of seeing something and saying something.
Remember to always call us when you see something, say something. We always take them seriously.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Flagler County Veteran Services has teamed up with the VA to host a suicide prevention event. David Leiden is Flagler County's Veteran Services officer.
We'll be out there and bringing awareness with the crisis line phone number, and there'll be available literature and some giveaways that have the crisis phone number on it. So things like QZs for drinks and stress balls and firearm trigger locks will be available too.
It's happening tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Government Services Building.
Get some information about how to help veterans and other folks who may have mental health issues and need some intervention.
September is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Area high school students are being asked to create healthcare solutions. Karen Johnson has the story.
The UNF Med Nexus Innovation Challenge is a team-based entrepreneurship competition that will showcase top regional high school students in Palm Coast and Flagler County pitching their solutions to 3 of Florida's healthcare needs. Karen Bowling is the director of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation for the University of North Florida.
Interestingly enough, they came up with 3 ideas for the Innovation Challenge: advancing telehealth, enhancing soft skills in healthcare, and then mental health services for young adults. So the applications went out in August, so they've been open about 3 weeks. We have another week to go, and I'm absolutely thrilled to say that we have 23 teams that have applied, representing 86 students.
Bowling says the students are receiving mentoring by top university faculty and opportunities to provide innovative solutions to real healthcare needs within Florida's First Coast. 5 teams will be chosen to represent on November 4th with the guidance of UNF Brooks College of Health faculty and other professionals, and given the opportunity to win scholarship money. Applications are open now until Sunday, September 26th. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Who pays for the Flagler Auditorium?
We've learned that the Flagler Auditorium is for the community as a whole. But who pays for it? Auditorium Director Amelia Fulmer says you do, and some others do.
We're funded by ticket revenues, and donations and contributions from people that want the auditorium to continue to exist. We have memberships, tax-deductible memberships, and this year we're starting a subscription series where you can get a ticket to every show in a premium spot.
Fulmer said that about 70% of the auditorium's budget comes from ticket sales, and all the other funding goes back into the auditorium for operations. She said the Flagler Auditorium gives scholarships for arts education. The Flagler Voice is on WNZF every Saturday morning at 8:30. The podcast is on the Flagler Radio app. Tomorrow, what's the mission of the Flagler Auditorium? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.